All right, y'all. Good morning, everybody. I'm here to start a little trouble. Okay? I'm here to start a little trouble. So when you see me wave my hands up like this, it's supposed to be like this as you wave, because that's how when you do traditional dance in Nigeria, you always bop your hands as well as you roll. You got to roll your backside as you dance. Okay? That is just a tradition I learned many years ago. Okay? I can still do it. The thing about Nigerian dancing is you can stay in one spot. You can stay in one spot and roll and use your fan, because I have some beautiful fans that I use, right, when I'm dancing with my husband. So as I dance and I have my fan, I drop my fan and I begin to roll. My king be falling out. He be like, girl, because it's, when you've been married a long time and you understand the tradition, you know how to dance. So when you see me do this, it's because I didn't do the shake, with the hands. We about to get into some foolery, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. There will be no foolery today. Okay? I will not be cursing anybody out today. Okay? I will not be cursing any situation out today. Okay? I said my piece, what I was going to say. Okay? And I'm waiting for the backlash. But what I want to stress this to you. I give 2 F's, okay? Just want to put that clearly out there. I give 2 F's, okay? Okay? Truth is truth. And in this YouTube space, and me being a baby in this YouTube space, I'm not talking about my age, but being a content creator, I think the older content creators should be held at a standard. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see the younger ones doing foolery, okay, something should be said, okay? So even though I'm a baby in this space and I'm the one who said something, it's because I don't like to see foolery. I can't co-sign foolery. I don't like to see it. Now, do I wish anybody evil? I don't wish anybody evil. I don't. But if you do nonsense and I see that what you have sown, you're reaping, I'm one of those ones that'll call you out and say, because you sown that. That's why you're reaping it. So to all the content creators, okay, all the content creators who agreed with the foolery that has happened a couple days ago, y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. A lot of y'all was co-signing it. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. This is the truth. In the black space of YouTube, we have so many problems to worry about, but we worried about laying hands on people. We worried about laying hands on people. That's what y'all excited about. I would never in this lifetime agree to laying hands on anybody. Best thing I could do is give you my address. That's the best thing I could do is give you my address. And once I see you pull up, I'm going to just call my local police. That's it. That's all I would do. All I would do. Maybe extra, I might release my pit bull on the property. Yeah, that might be it. But other than that, I wouldn't go and fight nobody. This is stupid. Y'all have lost your mind. All of y'all old, like in your 40s and 50s. I said it. I called y'all old. All of y'all old in like your 40s and 50s, you want to be out here fighting. That is the most retarded nonsense I have ever seen. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say retarded, but that is the most foolishness I have ever seen. I ain't lying. I don't care. Now, mind you, everybody that I had talked about, that I had mentioned their names, I tagged them in my video. I'm not one of those content creators that's scared to tell somebody something. I tagged them in my video. Also, the person who actually funded everything for the battle of these men, all these men. I also DM them directly. I DM this might be risky directly. So y'all won't be in here talking about because the last time I talked about him, I DM'd him and let him know, yeah, I'm talking about you today. I respect the brother. I sure do. But I be damned. Mm. Some of y'all is crazy. Y'all black folks. This niggeration is something. Okay, let's get into what we came here for. Okay, the title of this foolery is Kamala Harris, okay, or Donald Trump. Which one? Let me say it one more time. Kamala Harris or Donald Trump. Which one will be the victorious? Which one will be victorious? Okay. Now listen, I got a poll going on. Okay. I got a poll going on. Make sure you go to the poll right up there. Who did you choose? This is my first time asking everybody. Who did you choose? Donald Trump or Kamala Harris? Let's get into the foolery. And while we're doing that, while y'all making the y'all going to pick which one you chose. Okay, Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. While you doing that, I'm gonna be saying good morning to everybody. All right, all right. Quincy, what's going on? Green beans, I saw you first. I saw you first, Green Beans. How are you, sir? You said, don't start no trouble. I had already done that. When you saw the title, that is the trouble right there, sir. Okay. Steven, what's up, baby? Melania, Quincy, Jay LaRaw. Jay LaRaw, you was popping it, sir, this morning. That live was hot. Thank you so much. Melania said, I love that red. Thank you, baby. Thank you, baby. I appreciate you. Quincy, I said hello. Maya, Green Beans, I said hello. Brittany, what's up, baby? Hey, Shay, how are you? It's good to see you. To all the newcomers, hello. Mrs. O, how are you? It's good to see you. Who else we got in here? That is it. Okay. That's it. That's all we got. To all the newcomers, hello, how are you? Let's get into the foolery. Okay? Let's get into the foolery. So, I want y'all to hear this real quick because I want y'all to hear this. Shout out to RZA. Here we go.
Reality is whatever label we have for one another. We can say we are Moors, Hebrew Israelites, we can say we're Christians, we can say we're Muslims, we can say we're 5%ers, we can say we're vegan, we can say we're this, we're that. After you get done with all that, some of you are like, well, no, I'm voting for this person, I'm voting for this, I'm progressive, I'm this, okay, progressive, okay, Republican, Democrat, okay. After you get done with all these damn labels, there is a very real reality of where you are as a people. You will not survive. We will not survive if we do not come together and become like-minded on very particular subjects. Food, industry, education, land ownership. We don't have to go into the religious belief. We just need to come together, get the same idea on survival. That's just it. Food, clothing, shelter. At least, let's start with those. Food, clothing, shelter. We don't have to eat the same, but we do want to eat, right? Good. Do we need to own land? Yes. So let's come together in that area. We need education. Okay, so we need more schools. We have some. We need more. We have a few grocery stores. We need more. So it's based on survival now. I don't care about these labels, brother. See, I don't get involved in that spiritual game banging, conscious game banging. You have to be mindful that we don't have time. That's it. We think we have time. Like we think, oh, it's cool. I'm gonna just do my thing over here. We've been divided long enough already. We've attacked each other enough already. Now people are looking at the egos because people are basing that off of how many followers do you have. I can tell you this: the system psychologically manipulated people when they gave people followers. There's a number attached to this digital platform that makes you think you actually got that many people who will do what you say. I guarantee you. People with a 20th of what you have numerically on that digital platform, I know people who can move thousands and they got less than 2,000 followers on social media. Don't ever get this twisted. Don't think because you have a digital number that you have a literal one. You do not. You're going to keep doing this division when people on the other side of the fence is like, yeah, we call ourselves Christian, Catholic, we call ourselves all this, but we united against you. We know what time it is. So we have to get on that page, brother. We don't have as much time as we think we have. We can create industry and do magnificent things when we come together. We just simply have to do it. The reality.
So I love what RZA always say. RZA is like, I don't want to label him with any people from our past, but I would just say he is. I'll just say he's amazing. This man is amazing. The way he speaks, the way he doesn't let people goat him into any foolery or you know what I'm saying, just the way he is, his being. God has blessed this man to have a stable mind. Okay, so what he's saying is correct, and only why I'm talking to all of y'all like this, because at the end of the day, we are still we are still America. At the end of the day, we might be Republican, we might be Democrat, we might be independent, but at the end of the day, we are all Americans in here. We know how our pockets hurt. We know how our purse hurt. We know how our mortgage and rent hurt. We know how it's a nightmare when when we go to the grocery store. We know how it is to pay for the light, the gas, the water, the sewage. We know our problem. Do you understand? We know our problem. And when you see all these elites coming out on both sides, right? Okay? I want you to understand that these elites, okay, they don't go through the nonsense that we are going through. Most of these people who are up here supporting either candidate, they have never been without food. They have never not had to buy a loaf of bread, milk, cereal. They have not had to do that. Do you understand? They don't know what it's like to fill up your car with a gas tank, okay? They don't know how to fill up the tank. They don't know how. I know I said that wrong. They don't know how to even they have never pumped their own gas. I'll be damned. Okay? There are a lot of them that are coming out of the woodwork, and we all know why they coming out of the woodwork. Because once they get to that podium, they look scared as crap. Do you hear me? They look scared as crap, just standing up there, trying to confess something, and then they call themselves crying and stuff. I'll be damned. I don't even know what's going on. Okay? I'll be damned. I thought you came up here for a speech, now you crying. I don't understand that part. Okay? And why are you crying? Most of y'all want us to vote for certain people, but most of y'all, you seen us while your car was right next to our cars, or you were in New York, you were in New Jersey, you was in Philly, you was in this, that, whatever state you were in, you wouldn't even turn to the side and say what's up. You would just keep driving, or not even driving, but your driver would keep driving. People would honk the horn at you. You wouldn't even pay attention. But now you crying, talking about you want people to understand the plight of America. You want people to understand the plight of America. Okay? You want people to understand. But you yourself don't understand. You have never went grocery shopping in your life on your own. You yourself don't understand. A lot of y'all who got in here, and I'm talking to the Latinos, okay? I'm talking to the Latinos now. A lot of y'all star Latinos who got in here, and y'all went ham about Tony saying that horrible joke, okay? He said a horrible joke. But did it bring light onto Puerto Rico? Yes, it did. Puerto Rico have been having that problem since about 80 years. They have had this problem about trash. They have had this problem about trash in their sewer system for 80 years. And nobody has done anything. And all of y'all are a product of Puerto Rico. But y'all know that Puerto Rico is really like that. And y'all could have got together and even made people more aware of the problem in Puerto Rico with doing their donation to get all that stuff cleaned out. But no, we up here saying nonsense. And then, Fat Joe, you get up here and call people house ninjas. Listen. When y'all don't like somebody voting for your candidate, now it's time to call them all out their names. This is why people are even scared to say who they voting for. They scared to say who they voting for, because once you say who you voting for, they gonna call you all out your name and this and that. But if you say you voting for Kamala, baby, they talking about that's right. That's right. That's right. We got to stick together. Girl power, all this foolery. Want y'all to hear this. Here we go. Hold on.
Course corrections here. Number one, the real wages, which is really the only economic barometer for the folks, was up 8.2% in the 4 years Trump was president. 8.2 across the board for working Americans. Fact. Under Biden-Harris, it is around 1%. No COVID pandemic. They have failed. Number two, inflation didn't start because Putin and the Arabs did anything. Inflation started, and I don't know whether you know this, Mr. Cuban, but Biden signed in his first week in office at least 20 executive orders, making it harder for every fuel company to harvest their product, whether it be fracking or oil or anything. The fuel company said, holy you know what, we're going to get hosed because our prices to get the stuff out of the ground are, with course corrections here. Number one, the real wages, which is really the only economic barometer for the folks, was up 8.2% in the 4 years Trump was president. 8.2 across the board for working Americans. Fact. Under Biden-Harris, it is around 1%.
So how did it under Trump was 8.2, but then under Biden it was 1%? So under Trump, this is why we feel in the press. So under Trump it was 8.2, and under Biden, okay, under Biden it was under 1%. Okay, under. And this is why we having a problem. This is why we having a problem. But they blamed it on the small hat people. But I still say the small hat people too, because we're giving them money. But they're saying that so that means they already got money to do this nonsense with the small hat people. And that means they already got money to do the nonsense with Ukraine. So the money for the small hat people, okay, and the money for Ukraine, that didn't affect the inflation. That didn't do anything. So what actually happened was Americans were making more under Trump. So when people say that, when you see 8.2 and you see 1%, under 1%, that's bad, y'all. That's bad. This is why we feel that pinch. This is why when you went to the grocery store under Trump, you spent $150 and you were able to get groceries for 2 weeks, sometimes 3. But when you go, okay, when you go shopping right now under Biden and you take $150 under Biden right now, you're going to only be able to go shopping for 1 week. Tell me now. I ain't lying, okay? I'm the one that do the grocery shopping in our house. So tell me now, okay? Tell me now, I ain't lying, okay? I ain't lying. Green Beans, thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. I saw you. Green Beans said, are you waiting on Yahshua, or is Yahshua waiting on us? Ooh, I like that. I like what you said. Okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. How is it 8%, 8.2 under Trump? Because let's stop pulling at the heartstrings, okay? Let's stop pulling at the heartstrings. Women who go grocery shopping in this chat right now, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Women who go grocery shopping in the chat right now, raise your hand. Hey, Laws, how are you? Raise your hand right now. Do you go grocery shopping in your house? Are you the one that go grocery shopping? Raise your hand, damn it. Raise your hand. Okay? Now, Back then, when Trump was in the White House, okay, let's talk about it. Back then, when Trump was in the White House, was food cheaper than what it is right now? Just want to know. I want to know, damn it. I want to know. I want to know. Was it cheaper? I be damned. I be damned. Was it cheaper? I'm talking to all the women. Was it cheaper? Okay. Green Bean said, I'm a mama and a daddy. Okay, Green Bean said, you done raised his hand. All right, absolutely cheaper. Hey, Shay, what's up, baby? Okay, absolutely, it was cheaper. Anybody who say it wasn't cheaper, you're lying. Okay, because I listen, baby. When I would go grocery shopping just for meat. Say if I just went for meat, this paycheck, my husband paycheck, I just went for meat, took about maybe $100. Okay. I was able to buy at least 2 weeks worth of meat. I ain't lying. 2 weeks worth of meat. Sometimes three. I would make it to three. Okay. Sometimes three. Now, when you take $100, okay, when you take $100 right now to the grocery store, I'm talking about the butcher. When you take $100 right now, anybody who go to a regular butcher, y'all better understand. Y'all know what I'm talking about. $100 right now at the meat market right now. How many bags of meat you getting? How many bags of meat you getting right now? Tell me, how many bags of meat you getting right now? Because I'm getting 4. I'm getting 4. That's 4 bags of meat. I'm getting 4. I'm getting 4. Somebody said 2 to 3. Go ahead, Miss O. 2 to 3. 2 to 3. I'm getting 4. I'm getting 4. Okay, you said 10 items. Okay, so do you have a big family? Because 10 items is a lot. Do you have a small family? Maybe you have a small family. Because if you have a big family, you looking at about four packs of meat. If you have a big family, it's about 4. If you have a small family, then you can do about 10. You could do about 10. It depends on where you bought the stuff at as well, and if they had a sale. Okay, because I love to go. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love to go when my meat market have sale. When they have a sale, I'll be ready because I look on my Facebook and be waiting for them to post time. Oh, we got a meat sale today. That's when I run down here. But in Trump era, we gotta say Trump era. Trump era. Okay, in Trump era, I ain't had to wait for no sale. Unless I really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I was able to just go to the meat market and get whatever I needed to get. Okay? Because down here in Jersey, we got the butcher. We got the butcher in the back. Okay? And then we got the grocery store in the front. Okay? Ours is a little, when you live in the suburbs, it gets better. When you move to the suburbs, it get better. So this is the uncomfortable truth, okay? This is the uncomfortable truth. Check this out, Kevin. Kevin, you just mentioned something. Kevin. Kevin said eggs was 99 cents. Check this out, Kev. I'm gonna share something with you. Aldi's. Anybody who shop at Aldi's? Hey, Steven. Anybody who shop at Aldi's, okay? Aldi's got a limit on eggs. Aldi's don't do that. They don't do no limit on eggs. They let you just buy, Now, they got a limit on eggs. You can only buy 2. Now, mind you, the price is already 2 something. Okay, 2 something, close to 3 something. But they got a limit on eggs. Good morning, JT. How are you, sir? It's good to see you. Maya, what's up, baby? So, December, what's going on, honey? This is the uncomfortable truth. See, when people say they lived better under Trump, this is what they're talking about. But people will say, that's all y'all can say. That's all you can say is that you lived better under Trump, that the economy this and the economy that. You know what? I'm going to share something with you. One thing about Americans, and I just want to put this little tidbit out there. In America, you need money to survive. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. There's some parts of the world that you can grow everything on your own, and you might just need a little money. You might just need a little money to get by. But in America, you need money for everything. So when people say they're voting for Trump because of money, there is a reason why they're saying that. That's the gospel truth. There is a reason why they are saying that. Okay? There is a reason why they are saying they're voting for Trump. That's the gospel truth. Mm-mm-mm. That's the gospel truth right there. Okay. Miss O, it's okay if you put them, it's okay if they say who they voting for. Because that's today's question. That whoever you want to vote for, you can put it in there today. That's what's going down. So it's okay. You don't have to block anybody. Okay, Miss O. If they put who they want to vote for, that's fine. Today that's what we're doing today, because that's why the title says Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, which one will be victorious. Okay. So now listen, this is the uncomfortable truth, y'all. This is the uncomfortable truth. But we have to ask this question. Why are so many celebrities coming out of the woodwork? Why are so many celebrities coming out of the woodwork? It doesn't matter what they think, because my household say something else. Like, you could get up here and cry all you want and say this person is the better person and this and that. But at the end of the day, no matter who wins, you get to go back into your mansion and close the doors and not worry about any of us. Is that the gospel truth right there? Is that the gospel truth right there? You get to go inside your mansion and close the doors and act like you know what I'm saying? Like nothing is going on. You living in your world. And we, the people, are the ones that will be suffering because we want to follow y'all. Listen to me. My brothers and sisters, I don't care what color you are. I'm calling you my brothers and sisters. These people who they have at the rally, these people don't mean SHIT to you. They mean nothing to you. Okay? You are just someone that buys their tickets when they have a show. You are just someone that follows them on IG or Facebook, okay, or YouTube. These people don't mean ish to you. At the end of the day, I can come up here and tell you who to vote for, but I don't mean ish to you. I can't tell you how your pockets feel. Do you hear me? That's why all this time since this foolery has went out, you know what I'm saying, and my channel has been a little bit political, okay? I've been telling y'all I give two SHIT who you vote for. That's why I kept saying I don't give two, you know what, who you vote for. Because at the end of the day, you know how hard your life is and how it will be under whoever, okay? I want you to also remember, don't forget your local elections too, because your local elections is the problem as well. They are the ones who are in there co-signing bullcrap. Remember them too. Okay, I remembered mine. Baby, I hope you don't get your seat. I hope you don't get your seat. Yes, I'm telling you right now, I hope you don't get your seat. Okay, I hope you don't get your seat. I hope you don't get your seat. And I've always voted for you. But I hope you don't get your seat. I hope you don't get your seat. Yes, I kid you not. Okay, saw you on the news today talking about Jersey got to go into a new era. I give two craps what you say. I hope you don't get your seat. Yes, I ain't lying to you. Remember your local elections, y'all. It means a lot. A lot of things get passed because of your local elections. When you don't go out there and vote like you're supposed to, A lot of things get done because you did not vote in your local elections. You did not hold people's feet to the fire, okay? Okay, making them accountable. That's what I mean. Commercial time, everybody. As an Amazon associate, okay, I earn from qualified purchases, okay? As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualified purchases. So all you got to do is hit the link in the description and go in that link and do your regular Amazon shopping. You hear me, baby? You don't have to buy what's in the link, but just do your regular Amazon shopping. You hear me? Okay, commercial over. Let's get into the other foolery. Okay, shout out to Anton Daniels because I want y'all to hear this. Okay, I want y'all to hear this foolery right here. Okay, shout out to Anton Daniels.
People voting for Trump have one like major thing in common: no education, no higher education whatsoever, not completed. And education ain't everything, but it's a lot. Ask a black man why he's voting for Trump, and he gonna say something dumb like, he's helping the economy, but when you ask him to expand, like that's the end of it. He's helping the economy. How? And they can't say nothing else. He just pulling. Ask one. Ask a local black man in your hometown why he's voting for Trump, and watch the bullshit that come out his mouth. What if 50 Cent?
Do you think? Excuse me. Do you think bull? SHIT will come out his mouth. Do you think that? Do you think the black man who wants to vote for Donald Trump, that he's uneducated? Do you believe that? Do you believe that? This is what I'm talking about when I say that our black women get up here, and she a young one, she a young hyena. When our black women get up here and they disgrace their own men. Let's repeat it one more time. Here we go.
All the black people voting for Trump have one like major thing in common: no education, no higher education whatsoever, not completed. And education ain't everything, but it's a lot. Ask a black man why he's voting for Trump, and he gonna say something dumb like, he's helping the economy, but when you ask him to expand, like that's the end of it. He's helping the economy. How? And they can't say nothing else.
And this young lady right here, more than likely she's in college, and more than likely that somebody's paying for her well-being. So she doesn't know what it feels to have to not have. Someone is paying for her lifestyle, her parents, okay? Squirrely Girl, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Squirrely Girl said, would you ever run for office? You have my vote. Baby, I got too many demons in my closet, baby. No, I ain't gonna vote. I ain't gonna run for no office, baby. Thank you, dog. Thank you. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I got too many, listen, I got too many skeletons in my closet, baby. I ain't gonna go vote nowhere. Oh my God. That'd be like Techie was doing this and she was doing that when she was young and this and that, and she been married, this and that, and she knew this person. Oh, no, baby, no, I can't. You know how many times I get up here and tell you, speak to the mic on your husband. Listen. That'd be like, all she do is get on social media and talk about speak to the mic. You know, listen, it's not a sin. It's not a sin. When it's your husband, it's not a sin, okay? I got too much stuff going on in here. Now, listen. Shout out to Anton Daniels, okay? Shout out to Anton Daniels. He always have amazing content. But a lot of African-American people believe that if you are black and you vote for Trump, you are uneducated, okay? You are uneducated. Thank you to everybody who donated to the channel already. Please, guys, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also, donate to the channel as well. You can also donate through Cash App too, okay? And Venmo. But let's continue to get back into the story.
Ask one. Ask a local black man in your hometown why he's voting for Trump, and watch the bullshit that come out his mouth. What did 50 Cent say to Floyd Mayweather? Ask a black Trump supporter to read a page from a Harry Potter book. I dare you. And then come back to this post and tell me what the response is. Because they all have that one thing in common, I swear.
Well, let's deep dive into it. First and foremost, I always like to give credit back to the content creator, so you'll see.
Green Beans, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Green Beans gonna say thank you for the $5 super chat. Green Beans gonna say she would have cursed somebody out standing at the podium. I woulda. You telling the truth. Here we go, y'all.
To the profile and the description. Regardless of whether I agree with him or not, I always like to give credit. Secondly, make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. We got Stock Club this weekend, and I'm going to break down exactly how whoever wins, which I'm thinking that it's going to be Trump, but could be Kamala Harris. Whoever wins, I'm going to give you insight on how we can capitalize off of their presidency in order to continue to run up the bag, in addition to Block Club, to which I'll show you guys exactly how I build my properties, how I become successful, so on and so forth, and how I leverage my 8 streams of income in order to get compound interest so we can be successful. Also teach Henley 40% off your first order plus 20% off for life. And then make sure you guys come and see me in Detroit, December 14th, that is as of the recording of this video, so we can have a conversation, discount code and sign in the description. All right, so let's get to exactly what she's saying. She says, ask a black man. Black men specifically, that's what it says. Okay. All the black men voting for Trump have one major thing in common. Well, I can read, and I am very, very educated. As a matter of fact, I am a software engineer. I've also worked my way up through corporate America that has allowed for me to get to some of the highest levels, as well as have several multi-million-dollar businesses. And more importantly, I'm a content creator. But neither here nor there. I just wanted to qualify myself because I know that they say that we're not
But you know, all the time when a black man gives advice, he has to qualify himself. Do you ever heard that before? Like, you ever seen that before? Like, he got to lay down all his qualifications before he start talking. Okay? Every black man has to always lay down all their qualifications before they start talking. And I'm going to share something with you too. White men have to do the same thing too. When they're talking to women, because a woman ain't just going to sit and listen to you. She's not. Okay? White men have to do it too. Okay? But black men, for them to be certified, okay? Certified legit, they got to come out and tell all their credentials. Okay? I ain't lying. Here we go.
We go to community college, transferred over to a major university, and I'm a pillar of my community, and I absolutely give back. But, and let me also say that I fund a lot of people's businesses. A lot of people can attest to it every single year. I have people pitch me Shark Tank style. I take no equity in the businesses. I just want to make sure I keep funding my communities. As I look across the river over into Canada in my penthouse, I want to say that the reasons why I'm voting for Trump is because I absolutely believe that, and I'll get into the economic policies and all of that in a second. I believe that he had no interest and no real reason as to why it would benefit him to actually run for America, president of America. And the reason that I say that is because he was already rich. And if you are not a person that, for the life of you, have been paid by taxpayers for your entire adult life after you graduated college, meaning that you've never actually worked in a private sector or in a business sector, then how can you truly really understand how to benefit the American people and what's best for small business owners? So the fact that he had everything to lose, nothing to gain, and didn't even take a salary when he was in office from 2016 through 2020 speaks to the fact that he's a patriot. Now, from my perspective, I have nothing to gain.
Now I'm going to share something with y'all. I believe Trump should have took that money. I don't believe he should have not took that money while he was in office. Now, I know a lot of people like, oh, that's good. He ain't had to take the money. I believe he should have took that money. I believe he should have took that money. All the nonsense they had took this man through, I believe he should have took that money. I'll be damned. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion. We don't all have to agree, but I believe he should have took that money. I'm sorry. Y'all, you know, I want to say another word. Y'all should have paid me. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I'm going to be more successful regardless of whether or not we got Kamala Harris in office or Trump in office. But the foundation for how I vote is also spiritual. And in addition to that, I want to leave this earth in a better space had I not been here.
Oh, wait a minute. I just saw something. Free Thinker said he took the money and donated it to veterans. Are you sure? I didn't hear that. Somebody else put it in the chat. Somebody search it for me. I just want to find out because I don't know the gentleman who put it in here or woman who put it in here. I just want to make sure. Okay, he gave it to charity. Oh, he did. Thanks, Miss. Oh, I appreciate you. Oh, that was nice. He gave it to charity. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get in here. Let's get in here. If I don't know you, I'm not going to accept what you put. Okay, I got to get one of my regulars to say it. Okay, but I thank you though. Thank you for the info. I appreciate you. Let's get into it.
The place that I want my daughter to be raised in, and by the way, I've been married for 20 years, no children out of wedlock, 16-year-old, and she's in a great space. I want to make sure that the world that I leave is ultimately better. And we are in a republic. We are not in a democracy. We are not ruled by the people. We are ultimately ruled by the Constitution. And so the foundation behind why I'm voting for Trump is also aligned with my spiritual and Christian values because I don't believe in the elimination for babies as a result of as a means of contraception or a form of being able to reduce the population. And I think that it's demonic. I also think it's demonic for her to stand on a pulpit right after she wore a Pride Parade shirt. And her core values does not align with what it is that I align with. More importantly, I like the fact that he's strong against borders. We don't have a country unless we have strong borders. And the fact that they fought him tooth and nail his entire presidency and then undid 94 different policies that allow for us to protect the border while they're at the same time saying they stopped the flow of migrants into this country, which we know that there's tens of millions of migrants that came into this country under their administration, while at the same time they're having a CBP app that allows for them to parole migrants into the country to the tune of at least $50,000 migrants per month is concerning to me. And so when I see Chicago, when I'm paying attention to the fact that they have a budget deficit of $250 million and then projected budget deficit next year of $942 million, while at the same time raising property taxes on the people that is in the city of Chicago while it's being ran by a school teacher in Brandon Johnson, that concerns me. It absolutely concerns me. It concerns me that they're basically replacing you guys.
And y'all know Chicago is having a problem right now, right? Their taxes is about to go crazy. They taxes about to go crazy. They don't have enough money to continue to fund. They don't have enough money to continue to fund the state. Ain't that crazy? They taxes is about to go wild. Okay? All right? Listen. Somebody got to pay for all those people. Somebody got to pay for all those programs. Okay? Somebody got to pay for all those people being in that state. It's a problem. Okay? But this is what these governors don't think about when they accepting all these people. They don't think about this mess when they accepting all these people. Okay? Because you know you're getting a nice piece of change from the government when these people come in your state. But now when these people settle down and they on all these assistance programs, where's the money coming from? Where is the money coming from? And so now look at this nonsense. Look at this foolery. They in trouble. Okay? What We Know podcast says, according to Forbes, Donald Trump donated his presidential check to a multitude of organizations per quarter. Oh, thank you. Thank you, JT. I appreciate you, sir. Let's get back into the foolery, y'all.
Migrants as a future voting bloc in order to maintain power. But economically, let's deep dive back into that because that was the main thing that she was asking in her question. Economically, we had record wage growth. His tax cuts wasn't just for the middle class, even though it benefited them too, but it was to spur growth in manufacturing inside the United States of America and to encourage companies to.
I'm gonna share something with y'all, and I have always thought this. This just didn't just happen now. I've always thought this. I always thought that our government, they could never give both of us tax breaks, the rich and the poor at the same time. I never in my life ever thought that that made sense. Because check this out. If you give the rich the tax break, right, what happens? More companies come in. They get to hire more people. Okay? So that's more revenue coming in towards the government because of our taxes. So I always thought that they should give the businesses, okay, these companies, the tax break first. Okay? Okay? Because one hand washes the other. We both can't get the tax break at the same time. I always thought if they did that, that did not make sense. That's just me. That's just me. Because if you give the businesses, the ones with the tax break and everything, they hire more people. They build bigger businesses. You know what I'm saying? They expand. They're not ready to run out of the country. I've always thought that. Okay, I've always thought that. I might be wrong, but I've always thought that. Okay, that it made more sense to give to them. But then you will hear both candidates. Okay, you will hear both candidates say they will punish the 1%. How? How? Now, you don't hear Trump saying it as much. He's like weeding away from it. But how do you punish the 1%? And they're the ones that's holding the businesses here in the United States. A lot of us are still working because this business is here. And the way that they're doing it right now, the way that they call themselves trying to punish the 1%, all it's gonna do is punish the working class. I just believe that. I just believe that. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. Good morning, Mr. He said, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me for a little bit. That's the uncomfortable truth. That is the uncomfortable truth. Let's get into the foolery. Shout out to Anton Daniels.
Profits and their monies from overseas at a lower tax rate, which then translated into more money and record revenue going into the federal government in the form of taxes in the first place. And so what that did was it provided opportunities. It's not about these five little things that she threw up there on her website for black men, that three of them largely was a modified version of what she had already been talking about. I'm not interested in legalizing marijuana on a federal level. That means nothing to me. I don't need loans. I believe that the Democratic Party is the party that continues to tie you to them by giving you handouts and things that don't actually allow for you to get ahead. But if you pay attention to what's happened over the last 3.5 years versus what happened 4 years prior to that, he handed them an economy that had less than 2% inflation while having record wage growth and no new wars, and I don't need a handout, you know? At the same time, what I've seen people doing is they suffered. They suffered under the hand of Kamala Harris officially, and I remember in 2021, 22, and 23, and I was covering it, you had inflation, and if it wasn't for...
I want to also share this with you. A lot of people who are not suffering at the hands. Shout out to Mr. He said one more time because he said he voted. Shout out to you, sir. Everybody who voted, shout out to you. Me and my king, we voted early, so we got it out the way because we didn't want to wait in no long lines and stuff like that. But shout out to everybody who is going to vote today. Shout y'all out. Y'all do what it do, okay? Exercise your right, okay? I'm not going to sit up here and say vote or die. That's stupid. I remember when they did that. Shout out to Mr. He said, because he had a show about that, and that was stupid. I remember when they used to tell us that vote or die, the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. So now, this is the thing. You sit up here, we sit up here and we want to dissect, and you will have these stars and they will sit up here and dissect and tell you that your pockets were hurting under Biden and nothing was hurting under Biden. Nothing was hurting under Kamala. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was hurting under them. But you know your pockets. These people live in glass houses. They live in glass houses and they're throwing stones at us. The working class that is struggling. They're throwing stones at us. You have people who live in big houses. All they do is drink wine each and every day. Okay? Drink wine each and every day. They don't have to take care of nobody. They take care of themselves. Okay? They take care of themselves. They don't have to worry about taking care of nobody. So they have money stashed away. But people who have families, they have young children, they have to pay for school, they have to pay the mortgage, the light, the gas, the water, the electricity, the sewage, all this stuff. You got to put gas in your car, all these things, car maintenance, everything, insurance, and all this other stuff. Damn it, I'm talking to you. Okay? Damn it, I'm talking to you. The working class, I'm talking to you. You know how your pockets hurt. You know the nonsense that you have been through. Stop letting these celebrities make the judgment for you. Stop letting these celebrities, make the choice for you. I said what I said. Stop letting them make the choice for you. These people who up here telling you who to vote for and all this other stuff, they got families that they living well, baby. They living well. They ain't got to worry about if a box of cereal costs $6, $7, $8. They ain't got to worry about that mess. $7 is nothing to them. But for an average Joe, $7 is something. What are we talking about? $7 for one box of cereal is a lot of money. And I'm not saying it's $7, but I'm saying it's expensive. You used to be able to get a deal for a box of cereal, $2.25, especially at Aldi's. Box of cereal done ran up a little bit. What kind of nonsense? Good morning, Walker. How are you? Let's get back into the foolery. Shout out to Anton Daniels for always dropping amazing content.
Moratorium, people would have been evicted and kicked out of their houses a long time ago, while at the same time allowing for migrants to come into this country and funding proxy wars overseas that did not benefit American people. And so when you say, what do you like about Trump and why you're voting for him? I'm voting for him.
Ever wonder how everyone sells their LLC?
Sorry, y'all. Commercial. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Here we go.
Because he stands for not having men and women's sports. He stands for making sure that we audit the federal government so that ultimately we don't raise taxes on anybody, but we force the federal government and every branch to be more efficient in how they're spending our money. And then more importantly, I believe that he stands for American people and closing off our borders and ensuring that we bring manufacturing back to the United States of America. And these tariffs 100% save the industry that some of my friends used to work in, or that I used to work in, that some of my friends still work in. I used to work at the steel mill before I went back to college and became even more educated. That then allowed for me to be able to take advantage of what was going on in corporate America. And I know people that work in the steel industry, and the tariffs that he levied against China, in which China is trying to circumvent.
Oh, I gotta say this one thing. Somebody just put in here, Susie B said, do you blame Kamala for the price raise in Europe too? I'm gonna share something with you. And this is nasty what I'm about to say right now. This is nasty, okay? This is really nasty what I'm about to say. I give two you-know-whats. I give two you-know-whats. I'm talking about America. I give two you-know-whats about happening to anybody else. I don't care. I don't even care. This channel, we don't care. Okay? We in a do or die affair right now in our nation. Okay? We don't give two craps about everybody else right now. We in trouble. Okay? Are we in y'all business when y'all have to choose the prime minister? We're not in y'all business. We don't care. We're trying to figure out our own shit right now. Okay? Okay? No, baby, I never speak proper. You can scroll up. Okay? Now, just want to put that out there. Okay? Want to put that out there in advance. Okay? We only talking about American situation right now. Just Americans. We only talking about us right now. Okay? We talking about us. All of y'all other ones, please just scroll up. Scroll up. We not talking about y'all. Now, if anything happen, we gonna be talking about y'all. But for right now, we got to talk about Americans loving America. I be damned. We got to talk about Americans loving America. I be damned. Okay? We don't have time for the rest of y'all. We don't have time for the rest of y'all. Okay? We going through some nonsense down here. We don't have time for y'all right now. Okay? Give us about a week or two. Okay? Then we could talk about the rest of y'all. Okay? But right now, we going through some ish over here. We going through some ish. Y'all, please don't forget to vote your local elections, okay? Don't forget to vote your local elections, okay? Okay? I want you to put that out there real quick. Now, let's get back to Anton Daniels. Listen. Anybody who feel offended by what I said, you know what I'm saying? Because it's okay that you feel offended. Okay, it's okay that you feel offended, but baby, scroll up, baby. Scroll up. You don't have to watch my ish. Scroll up, baby. Just scroll up. This conversation is for grown folks. This conversation is for grown folks. Let's get it in. Let's get it in.
Plants in Mexico that then allow for them to bypass all of the tariffs and then would upset the manufacturing base even more inside the United States of America is important because he saved the steel industry. And I understand exactly what happened with the UAW. And so even though y'all got bigger wages, I see Stellantis laying off while at the same time building plants down in Mexico. But he was renegotiating the North American Free Trade Agreement that we had with Canada and Mexico to assure that we had fair and better ability to be able to go import, export from the United States and back and forth because we have a trade deficit with the majority of the countries that we have a partnership with. And so I think that him deploying a level of diplomacy across the world, which is one of the reasons why we had no wars and unprecedented peace during his presidency, would absolutely serve the American people more than a handout. Absolutely. 100%. So as far as this economic policy, I believe that him creating a better manufacturing base and ensuring that he protects American jobs is best for the economy. I think it would be best for my businesses. And I also see the opportunities that come along with it for all of the people that I actually absolutely love in my life and my family and for all of my employees. You know, I think that we do need tax breaks so that we can spur economic growth and you'll be more incentivized to be able to take care of your families better. And then maybe you can invest in your businesses instead of looking at them to give you a loan that you can't even afford to maintain your business. And just because you get a loan doesn't mean that you're going to have a successful business because everybody knows that small businesses, most small.
I like what he said. Just because you receive a loan, okay, for a small business, it doesn't mean your business will succeed. I ain't lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. My husband's business did better under Trump than the last 3.5 years. I ain't lying to y'all. My husband's business did better under Trump. I ain't lying to y'all. I used to get orders like this. I be in a grocery store shopping. I'm getting orders like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting orders like that in the grocery store because I'm my husband's secretary. So in the grocery store, I'm getting like orders like this. It was crazy. It was wild. And we was like on 5 platforms. So it was crazy. And now we down to 4 platforms. It was wild. I used to get orders like that. But now, no. Rarely get an order once in the blue. Because nobody ain't got no money. And women, we are the biggest consumers. We love to shop. And we mostly sell women clothing. Got amazing reviews on Etsy. Amazing reviews on eBay. You know what I'm saying? Amazing reviews on POSHMARK, Mercari. Stuff like that. But no. It has been low. Even around Christmas time, it has been low. One of our top sellers, this is just me talking, just like telling our business a little bit. One of our top sellers, it is a trench jean jacket. A trench jean jacket. I don't know if y'all know this style, but this style is iconic. Like everybody buys this jacket. On Etsy, this jacket is $117, okay? Now, listen to me. We sell it on our website for $50. On the main website for $50. But everywhere else is a little bit more higher because we have to pay fees on that one. Okay. But this jacket is like the jacket of all jackets in the wintertime. This thing is bad as shit. This thing is amazing. Heavy material, and it's like rugged. Got like all the rips in it and everything. This is the style that they wear, especially with some nice riding boots. You could throw some nice riding boots on there and get you some tights and a nice, maybe like a black, maybe suede type of shirt. And you can even get you like a nice fedora, a black fedora or any color fedora, and lay that bad boy with that jacket. Baby, listen, honey, you will be, listen, walking in, do a catwalk and everything. But that same jacket ain't even pushing. That same jacket that I had to every time call and get a new shipment all the time, that same jacket has not moved. That same jacket the last shipment I got was what? 3 years ago. 3 years ago, that same shipment, and it's a lot of them, 3 years ago, it's still there. It's still there. That has never happened. Never happened. Never happened. Never happened. That is crazy. We on our 5th year now. And we have been in dead heat, like just at a standstill. When it comes to my King business, it has been like that. Boom. You get a little bit here and there, but we used to get it consistently. Okay? And so this is the thing. This is how you know the economy is messed up. And this woman, Wendy, just put it in here. This is how you know the economy is a problem, because women shop no matter what. We shop no matter what. We will go get something no matter what. We will go get something. But this is how you know the economy is a problem, because we stop shopping. We stop shopping. Okay? We stop shopping. Okay? There's a lot of things that is going on. Because if you don't, and I believe this wholeheartedly. If you don't cater to the businesses that are on your land, these 1%ers and stuff like that, they know what they're going to do. They know what they're going to do. They know they're just going to take their business away. They know they just going to drop people at a drop of a hat, and y'all will have to figure it out. They know that their insurance that they pay into the state for unemployment, that they just will let the people be covered by unemployment, because they have already paid into the state for unemployment insurance already. So they don't care. They would just drop them people. Them people will go on unemployment, and so what? They will only be on unemployment for 6 months to 1 year. The company is willing to let them take out. The company is willing to have that insurance be used, because every company, y'all already know this, they pay into your unemployment. It's like an insurance policy. So they pay into your unemployment. You're not getting what you made. You know what I'm saying? You get a percentage of what you made. And so now all the stuff that you have acquired from this job, all this property, cars, and this and that, now you got to figure out with this little money that they give you every week, that you got to try to pay the mortgage, the car note, and all this other stuff. You got to figure out how you're going to do all that. In the meantime, you're going to have to lose some stuff. You're going to have to let them get that car back, okay? Okay? Some of y'all have to let them get that house back. That house is too much, okay? So this is the problem. Some companies like, well, you know what? Forget this mess. We don't have enough to maintain. Let's cut half of the staff. You know what I'm saying? And they let them go, okay? Good morning. Let me see who who gave me something? Okay, Corey Joe, thank you, baby, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you. Good morning. Take heed into the chat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. And that's the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. Trey, how are you? It's good to see you. Okay, so this is the uncomfortable truth that we don't want to hear. If we're not taking care of our companies that are here, they don't need to take care of the people. Now, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. No matter what company you work for, you're just a number. They're going to replace you no matter what. It doesn't matter. I just want you to understand that. Whatever company you work for, I don't care how many years you've been working with them or whatever. Jay LaRaw, thank you for the 6-month membership. I appreciate you, sir. So it doesn't matter what company you work for, you are still just considered a number. They can replace you at any time. It doesn't matter. But the uncomfortable truth is that, listen, they don't need y'all. That's the truth. They don't need y'all. Lenard, thank you, baby, for the the $20 super chat. I appreciate you, honey. Lenard, thank you so much. So they can just replace you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So if you're giving a business incentive to listen, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that for you. Don't close your doors. Let these people continue to work. Open up businesses. Open up more businesses. It gives them an incentive to do more. But when you lock their hands and say, oh, well, this is what I'm going to do to you. And so the business say, okay. And they just say, okay, I know good and hell well what I'm about to do. And then what they do, start closing down locations. Okay? Start closing down locations. Goodbye to my Walmart. Oh my goodness. Not my Walmart, I'm sorry. Walgreens. One of our Walgreens is closed down here. I ain't lying. I said, damn. And now you got to go all the way to 130 to go over to the Walgreens. Favorite Walgreens, they closed down. Can you imagine? Lord, here we go, y'all.
Just go out of business within the first year of operation. And so it's going to have to be forgivable unless you just want to get more under the hand of the Democratic Party as far as being in debt. I don't know. And there's so much that we can talk about, but I would suggest you guys to tune into the Millionaire Morning Show and to deep dive into some of the content that I got inside of the Patreon for all of these smart black women who obviously is not even close in net worth or their ability to be able to convey why they voting for Kamala Harris without even mentioning Trump, because we know that most women aren't even voting for Kamala Harris. They're voting against Trump. And that's even if they don't even include identity politics from a woman that has married a white man. So y'all go ahead and y'all go and support this young lady. Let me know what y'all think.
But you know, the Divine Nine always do that identity politics on us. Mind you, she married Doug, right? She married Doug, you know. It's identity politics. They got all the brothers out telling us. The Divine Nine is all out here telling us we supposed to stick together, okay? Shout out to Anton, okay? His content is always amazing. Y'all, please make sure y'all check that brother out. But most of y'all probably already rock with him, okay? But, you know, the Divine Nine up here telling us foolery, okay? They telling us foolery. I want y'all to hear Jenny from the block, okay? Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. We gonna hear this foolery. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons and Jenny from the block. She wanna cry and tell y'all what y'all did was wrong and this and that. And y'all better understand she fighting for her children. It sound like you fighting for your life, Jenny. It sound like you fighting for your life, baby. Hold on. You fighting for your life, Jenny. That's what it sound like, Jenny. It sound like you on the list somewhere, okay? It sound like you on the list somewhere, Jenny. Okay, that's what it sounds like, Jenny. This is the uncomfortable truth. It sounds like you somewhere. You somewhere on the list, and they have given you the call. Okay, they have given you the call, and you said, "Let me come down." Okay, that's the uncomfortable truth.
Nevada, campaigning, Kamala Harris are very free to.
Don't you know? I shared this video with y'all. When she had to turn around and look at her, she didn't even remember her name. You are endorsing a candidate, okay? Okay? You are endorsing a candidate and you don't even remember her name. You had to look at her and say, Kamala Harris. And I still said that wrong. I don't say her name right. But she had to turn around and look at her, okay? And she looked like a deer caught in between some headlights. I ain't lying. She looked like a deer caught in between some headlights. I am not lying, okay? I ain't lying. I ain't lying. Let me say it. Let me play it one more time. I ain't lying. Hold on.
Excited to be here in Nevada campaigning. Kamala Harris. I'm very pleased to be on the line in this election.
J-Lo is another celebrity who got the subpoena to go down to Kamala Harris's campaign rally. And let me tell you, she was so disheveled, she forgot who the masses told her to endorse. If you haven't heard, J-Lo has definitely been a nervous wreck since her old boyfriend Diddy was indicted by the feds.
Earlier today, they caught up with J-Lo and asked her about the Diddy situation. And this is what happened. She quickly stormed off and looked pretty angry.
Do you have any comments about the Diddy, the allegations?
She immediately left after that. As you saw, she ran out of there and stopped signing autographs and everything.
You know what irks my nerve a lot with some of these stars? You know what irked my nerve? It's not just Jenny. It's not just Jenny. But a lot of them, they don't even interact with their followers. They don't even interact with their followers. They just look at us as this is just money. You know what I'm saying? They just look at us that we just money to fund whatever they want to do, okay? But now they want to pull at the heartstring talking about, well, you know, I'm doing it for my family. First of all, have you ever bought, start asking questions, y'all. Have you ever bought a box of cereal? Start asking questions. Have you brought some milk? Some eggs, okay? Have you brought bacon and sausages? Ask some questions. Did you buy bread? Before I even, you know what I'm saying? Before we go into any more, did you do any of this, okay? Because the person that you're trying to get me to vote for, you look scared as shit up here next to her. You look scared. Is something wrong, damn it. Lost the translation is too much. Is something wrong, damn it. Wink for yes, wink 1 for yes and 2 for no. Come on now. I'm just saying, damn it. Come on now.
Completely scurried out of there. But I feel this is just the beginning and she's gonna have to start answering questions. I truly think she will be called in by court to testify because she was with Diddy during a critical time where he allegedly committed crimes that lawsuits have been filed for.
Yeah, J-Lo is on the run from the media, but she showed up to endorse Kamala Harris in what seemed really forced, especially since she didn't even memorize the lady's name. Now, I don't know why they thought this would be a good idea. J-Lo couldn't even convince people to come see her on tour. Remember, her ticket sales this year were so low, they had to cancel the whole tour. But yeah, she's another one who endorsed Kamala. It was like a Hollywood performance. She was up there crying, telling people to be emotional, and spoke on how she loved the ending of Hollywood stories.
I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional, but you know what? You know what? We should be emotional. We should be upset. We should be scared and outraged. We should. Our pain matters. We matter. I am an American woman. I am the daughter of Walla.
Why do you think she emotional, y'all? Why do you think she is emotional? Why is she up there crying? She just saying a speech. Why is she crying? You know what I'm saying? What is the reason for her crying? Okay? Trey, I see you. What is the reason for her crying? Okay? Why are you crying? I find it so strange how I have never seen a political candidate have these many people who are of the elite come out and endorse them. I have never seen this many. I ain't gonna lie to you. I have never seen this many. Okay? Okay? And I have been on this earth for a minute. I have never seen this many. I'll be damned. I have never seen this many. Jay LaRoss says she fighting for her life. I'm tired of you, Jay. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of you. Lord says she going to jail. That's not right. That's not right. Allegedly. Okay. No. Miss O said them damn crocodile tears. Listen. Allegedly, everybody. I'll be damn. Let's go.
Rodriguez and David Lopez, a proud daughter and son of Puerto Rico. I am Puerto Rican. Soy Boricua carajo. And yes, I was born here, and we are Americans. I am a mother. I am a sister. I am an actor and an entertainer, and I like Hollywood endings. I like when the good guy, or in this case, the good girl wins.
That's why I'm so sick of these things. I've been like you won't think I'm never black. You think I'm too black.
Wait now. I know that this is wrong. I know you're gonna be like, take heed, you terrible. I want to know why she crying. Green Beans, thank you for the $5 super chat. Because she about to get the uppercut like the girl on the bus a few years ago. Oh, I be damned. Green Beans, that is mean, sir. Green Beans said, because she about to get that uppercut like the girl on the bus a few years ago. I be damned, okay? I be damned. Walker said, the good girl, LOL. Okay, she said, I'm Jenny from the block. I'm Jenny from the block, damn it, okay? She said, I'm Jenny from the block. Let's go. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
I don't understand how you won't blame.
Who in the is in charge of Kamala's campaign, and why don't they like her? Because why do y'all keep...
I want to know, too. Who is in control of her campaign when it comes to these entertainers? Because I be damned. Because once that Tony said that nonsense, nobody think that that's strange. Once Tony said that nonsense about Puerto Rico, and even though it brought attention to Puerto Rico, thank God for him still saying that joke. Because a lot of people, he was wrong to say it, but a lot of people didn't know Puerto Rico was in trouble like that. I had to search it too. Puerto Rico has had a sewage problem about 80 years now. They have been messed up about 80 years now, and ain't nobody do nothing. Okay? Ain't nobody do nothing. This is a Democrat and a Republican issue. Ain't nobody do nothing. They just got those people living in sewage sometimes. Sometimes the houses flood with back sewage and all this nonsense. Okay? That mess has been going on for God knows how long. And that young man, Tony, said that mess. He was wrong, damn it. He was wrong. But it shedded light on the situation that's going on in Puerto Rico. And now you see all the famous Puerto Rican people, Latinos, coming out talking about. But the average Joe Latinos are like, nah, that's been like that. And all y'all who are the famous ones, y'all could have all got together. I said it. Take heed to the message, said it. All y'all could have got together and put a donation to start, do donation or something, collect money, okay, charity, something that will go to them redoing the piping system for the sewer and all that. Y'all could have been got that stuff together. That's the uncomfortable truth. But no, y'all want to come out and say, well, he shouldn't have said it. But the truth is, that's the problem in Puerto Rico. That's the problem in Puerto Rico. Another thing, too, African American people, y'all got to stop taking offense to people talking about you eating watermelons. I want to share that with y'all. Stop taking offense to that, okay? Because what the person who's saying it, they're foolish. They don't know. Watermelon is good for the system, for the skin, the digestive system, and everything. It is a blessing for you to eat watermelon. Stop listening to that old stigma that they have put on black people. It is amazing to eat watermelon. Do you hear me? It helps so much. The one with the seed. Don't eat nothing that ain't got no seed in it. The one with the seed, okay? Okay, I'm letting you know. Let's get into the nonsense.
Got some celebrities out. J-Lo, Jenny from the fucking block that nobody knows the name of, got her on that stage with them crocodile and then got the tears. Then y'all brought out Cardi. Sorry, I love Cardi. I swear I do. I listen to her music all the time. But I don't think she was the right person. I don't think she was the right person to bring out there because the way she panicked when the prompter went.
Why was she drinking that water like that? Did you see her? She was, shout out to Carly B. She tried her best. She was drinking that water and everything. She wasn't saying Kamala Harris' name correctly or nothing. Nobody said anything. She got nervous when that prompter fell out and they had to give her phone. She was calling and we thought she was calling for patience. Patience, everybody, but she was actually calling for a real person. She said, Patience, come with my phone, girl. That was terrible. The most hoodest thing I ever seen in my life. You supposed to be prepared. I said what I said. Okay. Henry said if that was water. Henry, be nice now. Henry, be nice. Henry said if that was water. I don't understand. It's wrong. Here we go.
I can't stop fucking laughing. Anyway, she started panicking because the teleprompter went out. So then they had to bring her fucking phone to read her script from. Please tell me how the fuck are we taking this serious?
Looking for holiday marketing tips?
That's the truth. How are we taking it seriously, though? Because listen, all these people, Brittany just said it best right here. Brittany, you a troublemaker. Brittany just said it best right here. Carly said grocery prices are too high. Too high. Okay? And listen, she's right. She's right, though. She said even for her. What does that mean? She said grocery prices even for her is too high. What does that mean? J-Lo Raw. That is not nice right there. That's not nice, sir. That's not nice. That's not nice, sir. Be nice, okay? Okay? Vodka tonic. You wrong for that. You wrong for that. Melania said, Melania. I just read it. Melania said, but she blew 50 racks in Target on some stupid shit. I'm tired of y'all.
To read her script from. Please tell me how the fuck are we taking this serious? This is the most unserious president election. Can y'all imagine what the fuck these other countries think of us? And then to top it all off, they had Glorilla performing. Yeah, Glow. Two-tone Cardi. It makes the absolute most unprofessional campaign ever. Just stop. Just that was Tuesday when hurry the fuck up.
Did y'all catch Jennifer Lopez at Kamala Harris rally in Nevada? Okay? She was reading off the prompter and it wasn't even landing the way they needed to be landed, okay? The crowd was flat. It seemed like they was in a warehouse somewhere and it seemed like it was only 100 people there, okay? I guess they pulled out one of the big guns to respond to what happened at Trump rally the other day with that Puerto Rican joke, okay? But it didn't come off right. I don't know why they went to go get her. And doesn't it seem like Kamala getting everybody from Diddy's list to come endorse her so they can secure their freedom? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
J-Lo, Jenny from the block. What block? What block are you from? Please. The last time you even...
Before she go on, I just want to say New Yorkers are the most arrogant, rudest people, but they tell the truth. New Yorkers are the most arrogant, rudest people, but they tell the truth. That's all in one. That's all in one. Like, they don't even care if they just told you something and it hurt your feelings. You know what I'm saying? They don't even care if they tell you the truth. Jersey like that too. But they don't even care if they tell you the truth and it hurt your feelings. Like, you just start crying immediately. They just look at you like, suck it up. You know what I'm saying? They just tell you like, suck it up. It's okay. Suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all terrible in here today. All y'all, my regulars, y'all acting up. I don't even know. The newcomers are doing stuff too. Here we go. Here we go. This is a New Yorker right here. Y'all can hear her accent. This is a New Yorker.
In New York is when you were married to Mark Anthony. I used to see you on the road in your Rolls Royce. I used to be at a red light with you. People beeping their horns and be like, she wouldn't even wave at all to fans. We don't care what you have to say.
We don't care.
It's interesting, right?
Is it really that interesting? All the people that are coming out all of a sudden with their last Hail Mary,
Hail Mary.
endorsing Kamala Harris.
We don't care.
The timing of it all, everything else that's going down.
Sounds strange.
People aren't stupid. Anybody that hasn't been paying attention, I don't know where you live.
We don't know where you live.
But it's all happening. Crying for her life, saying she's crying, saying that she's emotional for women's rights. You're not fighting for women's rights, you're fighting for your life.
I just posted yesterday that these celebrities are nervous. You can see it all over them. Their body language, everything. So Jennifer Lopez endorsed Kamala.
But trust me, I've been in some of these rooms and I see the way power works in this country. They love it when you do nothing. Okay? A non-vote is an agreement. It just makes it easier for them to do whatever they want, whatever serves them. And this election is about your life. It's about you and me and my kids and your kids. Don't make it easy. Make them pay attention to you.
The fact that this lady acts like her life is going to be affected is.
It's funny.
But the fact that she's like, the world my kids are growing up in. Let me be very clear, okay? Let me be very clear. We live in the same world, yes. But do we live in the same world? No. You can afford that we can't afford. We don't care about what a celebrity has to say. She looked nervous, scared. She said it. We should be nervous. We should be scared. You should be scared. There is clearly, if you can't see what the hell is going on, your eyes are closed. These celebrities do not give a shit about you, your living situation, your kids. They are playing on your emotions. That's why they're putting in, our lives are in danger. Your kids. Y'all don't give a about our kids. Y'all only care about your kids, your life, you, your comfort, your money, your cars, your furs, your jewels. That's all y'all give a shit about. Please stop acting like y'all care about the regular American person. I'm sick of it. Still worried.
Y'all don't care about us. This is the gospel truth. She right. Now, lost in translation, she does. She got 2 children. She got 2. I think a boy and a girl. She got 2. They don't care nothing about what we going through. They still, at the end of the day, gonna get that check and go into their mansion and enjoy. Now, listen, I'm not mad at them that they got a check. Get your money. I'm not mad at you. Get your money. But I find it so crazy that all of the people are running out the gate at the same time once they get the call. Everybody. I want to share something with y'all. This is Trump and Kamala. We don't give a damn. We don't care, okay, about these celebrities. This is Kamala and for Trump as well. We don't care about these celebrities. Is these celebrities going to give us money to go to the grocery store? Is they giving us money for bills and stuff like that? We don't give a damn about their endorsement. What does that mean to us? What does that mean? Because when you go to the poll, you by yourself. You by yourself in that booth. We don't give 2-ish. We don't give 2-ish. Okay? We don't give 2-ish. We don't care. We don't care. We going through enough. Okay? We don't care about your endorsement to either candidate. Okay? Listen, I'm going to share something with y'all. And I said this before. We got to stop looking at color. Color didn't help us, y'all. Color didn't help us. If we want to be nasty and we want to tell the truth, color did not help us. Okay? Okay? Color did not help us, damn it. If we want to be nasty and tell the truth, damn it. Okay? Did Barry help us? Put it in the chat. Let me know. Did Barry help us? Huh? Did Barry help us? Put it in the chat, y'all. Okay? Did Barry help us? AKA Barack Obama. Did Barry help us? Okay? Just want to know, did we get, because y'all know this is what most of us loved about Barack is that they said he was us. Oh no, we love Barack. Listen to me. I cursed out a lady. Okay, y'all know how many times I told y'all this. I cursed out a lady, okay, at Farmer's Mill in Orange, New Jersey. about, because I was looking at a shirt or either it was a picture I was looking at about Barack Barry, aka Barry. Okay, she gonna tell me, oh, you gonna buy that demon shirt, and I told her off. Now listen to me. If you met me in real life, and y'all see the nonsense I talk on here, so you can imagine that was like 100%. And I was in my element too. I'm in my state. That, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my town. Okay, even though I was born in Elizabeth, but I lived in Orange for a minute. So I was already in my element, like a be a what? A this and that, a this, you know what I'm saying? A this and that. And listen, when we go outside, you know what I'm saying? When we go outside, if you say one more mother so-and-so word, you know what I'm saying? That, listen, the lady was trying to get to her car as fast as she could, because she like, look at this crazy woman. You know what I'm saying? So, did Barry help us? Did Barry help us? Nah, Barry ain't help us. Why are we worried about color? The truth is, African American people have never been worried about what color the president is until Barack came into play. We have never cared what color the president was until Barack came into play. And when Barack came into play, we also thought he was going to go in here and do something. We thought he was going to do something. He ain't do nothing. Nothing. He didn't give a she when it came to the black community. And so now y'all want us to do the same thing. Y'all want us to do the same thing. Now, people will get in here and say he did do something for the black community. He didn't do anything specifically for the black community. He did something for all the communities as a whole. And then it trickled down to the black community. Okay. And some of us were not even able to get on those programs because we made too much. So now let's get into the foolery. Here we go.
It's inauthentic.
You guys see Jayla when she was talking about Kamala Harris? She was giving like her what is it? Academy Award performance. My gosh, she was just all into that speech. You could tell she was afraid of what's coming out there. I mean, you already know why Ben Affleck left. I mean, you know, she tried.
Somebody put in here the Affordable Car Act. Thank you, Obama. Can you feed your children with the Affordable Car Act? Anybody tell me? Can you feed your children with the Affordable Car Act? Huh? Somebody let me know. Can you feed your children with the Affordable Car Act? Because only agenda that I saw flying out of the White House when he was there was for the rainbow community. And one thing I got to give him kudos to, is that when it came to immigration, Obama was a problem when it came to immigration. He didn't let nobody in here. Obama was a problem. See, a lot of people don't want to believe that, but Barack was a problem. When I worked for Port Authority, I know how many white buses used to come into the North area. He would be shipping people out here like every day. And it used to be like once at the end of the month. Okay? But he was shipping people out of here like every day. He was getting them gone when it came to immigration. That's one thing I got to give him. He did not let those people swarm the United States. There's a way that you let migration into any country. You don't just throw everybody in here at one time, because what happens is it puts a strain on our resources for the people who are working. Okay, that means that a lot of things in the community won't be available. That means the hospitals will be overworked. Okay, too many people in the hospital, too many people in certain places. When you swarm the United States with all these different migrants coming from all over. Now, mind you, listen, I'm not against us helping migrants. I am not. I'm not against us helping migrants, okay? If you come in here legally. I'm not against us helping migrants. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? But when you come in here illegally and you on some demon time stuff, you should go. This is not the place for you. This is not. We got enough nonsense going on in our nation. We don't need added foolery, okay? Here we go, y'all.
Around and the past comes to haunt her. I mean, yeah. What can you do? It's cameras. I mean, man, what can you do?
Y'all, I saw J-Lo's speech and I was just like, really, girl? You know what? It didn't even seem like it was at a presidential rally. It seemed like it was something from a movie or from a TV show. That's exactly how it felt. It did not feel genuine. It did not feel authentic or sincere in the slightest bit. And J-Lo, why do you think that you're about to sway us over to your side? The celebrities that are coming out, like, y'all really think that y'all are about to sway us? Now, the political endorsements are cool. Nicki Minaj just came out and she endorsed Trump. Sexy Red has decided today that she's no longer going to endorse Trump, and now she wants to endorse Kamala Harris. But here's a question that I have for you. When you're thinking about who you're going to vote for this election season, do you take into consideration the celebrities that are endorsing them? Or do you think it's better for you to look at their policies and make your decision based on who's going to do best in office?
Hi, I'm Jeff.
Now, this woman right here, I can't play her. She's saying some crazy stuff. I don't even know how Pink Book Lessons play her too. But this woman is playing some crazy stuff. She talking some cash money stuff. And I can't play her. But I did share it on our IG, okay, group page, our group chat. Okay, go to our group chat. You gonna hear her. This one right here, and this is a Caucasian woman. This is a Caucasian sister. She came with some corrections. Okay, and the corrections was nasty. I can't play her. She going too much. Okay, she not using the kind words that we use on social media. She using some rugged words, and I'm gonna share something with you. She talking in a kind voice. Okay, so I can't. I can't. Let me just let her finish. Let me just let her finish this mess, okay? Listen, y'all. At the end of the day, you know how your pockets feel, okay? At the end of the day, you know how your pockets feel. Good morning, Grace. It's good to see you. Wonderful show last night, my sister. Wonderful show last night. I love the content, okay? Thank you. So who else we got in here? Let's see. Uh-huh. Now, Quincy said, this is crazy. They think we are moved by this mess. They do. They do.
She's fighting for her life.
I promised myself I wouldn't get emotional. But you know what? You know what?
Then this ridiculous social media endorsement.
I'm so excited to be here in Nevada campaigning. Kamala Harris. I'm very
Now, if you didn't notice, she couldn't remember who she was endorsing.
campaigning. Kamala Harris.
That's crazy looking. And anybody on her team, anybody running the camera.
You know what's so funny? And this man is right. They should have just redid the take. I don't know if they were on a live or something, but they should have redone it, because when she said, I'm here, and she turned to her and she didn't know she didn't know how to say her name. So then she looked and said, I'm here with, and she turned to the side. You know how when you forget somebody's name, you got to see who they are. I'm here. And then she turned to the side. Okay, I'm voting for Kamala. You know what I'm saying? I am endorsing Kamala Harris. She didn't even know. And I understand. Okay? I understand. Let's go.
Anybody working there should have said, hey, we need another take. It's pretty much accepted at this point that Joe Biden is campaigning against Kamala Harris, but I'm starting to really believe that her own campaign is against her. Even if you haven't worked in media before, you understand that nothing is done in one take. And if the take is this bad,
Campaigning. Kamala Harris.
you do another one. Why on earth would you post this where J-Lo doesn't even know who the hell she's endorsing? She just knows she doesn't want to go to jail. Because why would you choose J-Lo?
She
Now,
doesn't know she
given
would
everything
go to
that's going on with Diddy, anybody who uses the internet, and I know her team does, even if she doesn't, they're aware of just how horrible it would be to be affiliated with J-Lo. This looks terrible. She looks terrified. Like she's doing this against her will.
That's like Hollywood endings.
Yeah, J-Lo out here doing all this crying was super embarrassing. And I have to agree, it can't be this election.
So shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I had to share her content, so y'all can go check it out in our group chat on IG. Okay? Because let me share something with y'all. Something is not right. Something is not right. Green Beans, thank you for the $5 super chat. Green Beans said, looking at you in that red, all cute and shit, grant me 3 wishes. Green Beans, you gonna get me killed. I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? My husband is crazy. I don't my husband is crazy. Like son, like actually cray cray. Like that. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get me killed. Okay? Don't get me killed now. Don't get me killed, all right? I'm just letting you know my husband is cray cray. He always told me you would never you'll never get out this marriage. I listen, and I like where I live. I like where I live, okay? I like where I live. Y'all know that it's a cold foot season, okay? We are in the cold foot season, okay? Okay? Because last night, let me share something with y'all. The house was warm, but my feet was freezing. I did a lockstep in the bed with my husband on his body. Y'all know, first of all, if you are a husband, you already know your wife do this. I did a lockstep. I told him, I said, babe, I need you right now, please. Okay? Not in that way tonight, but I need you in this way. He said, listen, if it was in the other way, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? But what do you need from me? I said, I need a lockstep because my feet is cold. And then he did a lockstep. I was warm. I love my husband's body. His body is very warm. Okay? So this is the winter season. Listen. Green Beans, don't get me in trouble, sir. Don't get me in trouble, okay? Now, listen. Listen, I'm sorry, y'all. I know this is crazy today, but I don't understand it. I want to share something with y'all that we don't really think about this. We don't think about this. This is a little painful what I'm about to say. And I'm trying to find the words, okay? I was watching Kendra G last night, okay? And these surgeries have come to the point where you cannot tell that this is a man, okay? These surgeries now that you cannot tell that this is a man. Do you hear me? You cannot tell. And I believe that, and I know I'm starting trouble when I say this, I believe women will go extinct. I believe we will. There will be a dictionary and kids will ask about what was a woman. Because right now, y'all can't even tell what is a woman. A lot of y'all will get in here and try to be politically correct. Okay? A lot of y'all will get in here and try to be politically correct. Okay? But there will be the dictionary, Webster. Okay? And because there'll be no women. Okay? Because these surgeries are taking, so these doctors are getting better. These doctors are getting better. I ain't lying to you. These doctors are getting better. Okay? Hey, Star, these doctors are getting better. I kid you not. I don't know. They're taking their time, but they're getting better. And I want y'all to hear this. Shout out to Kendra G, and then I'm going to let y'all go for the day. And please, guys, if you did not vote, make sure you get out there and vote. Okay? Okay, make sure you get out there and vote if you did not vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for because I never tell you who to vote for. That's not my channel. But get out there and vote. Me and my king already did ours, okay? Get out there and vote. Here we go, y'all. Here we go. This is Kendra G. Shout out to Kendra G.
Hello?
I am on.
Ah, you got pretty skin.
Thank you, Kendra.
What's your name, baby?
I'm Zara.
Zara, where you calling me from?
I'm from Chicago, but I live in New York.
Okay, Chicago, but you live in New York. How old are you?
I'm 34.
You're 34, okay. 34, what do you do for a living?
I'm a scientist.
Okay, scientist. Do you have any children?
I don't have any children.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Cancer.
And scientists, what kids, have you ever been married?
I have never been married, no.
What kind of man you looking for, girl?
I am transgender, so you bitches can stop coming for me. It's no shade, because that other side will come out.
Wait, pause. I need a moment. I didn't know.
Yeah, they're trying me in the comments, Kendra, calling me a dude and saying that I'm trans and all of that. So I'm just letting them bitches know, the cousins know, get it correct, okay? Don't even try it.
Okay, I've had people who I really couldn't tell, and I did not tell with you. So I want to be respectful, but you were born a man.
I was born a male.
And then when did you transition, if you don't mind me asking?
So I've been transitioning probably like since I was 16. So I've been transitioning for like a long time.
Okay. So you are here for a man, I'm assuming?
Yes, absolutely.
This might be sensitive, and I guess you don't have to answer. But I'm going to ask the question just for clarity. In the transition, did you transition body parts?
I did. Yes, I'm fully transitioned.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, fully transitioned. So let's get to it. What kind of man are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone who is down to earth, someone who is honest, someone who has a pretty decent personality, and someone that like knows what they want in life. I'm really tall. I know I'm gonna do the Kendra camera in a minute. Okay. So just being comfortable with yourself, I think, is really important.
Okay, now let's do the Kendra camera.
Okay.
Let me see how tall you are.
Okay. What's your name? Girl, what's your name?
Wait, bring the camera. Okay, we see the booty. Okay. Woo!
What were you saying? When you were talking to the man in the comments? This what you saying? Where?
Sis.
Where?
East.
Where you see a man?
East.
Huh? Where you see? Where you see a man?
Sorry, what's going on, honey?
Oh, but where you see a man? Cause I'm sick of them in the comments. Where you see a man, baby? Where? Where?
Eat, bitch.
Where?
Eat. Eat like you starving, bitch.
Where?
Eat home.
Period.
Stay starving.
And that's you up. Zara, why you take off the wig? Why you take off the wig, girl?
I can't deal with these people in the comments. Keep trying me. Bitch, I'm sickening. Okay? Don't come for me. No shade.
Three flaws you have to work on.
Bitch. Okay. So I told you, Kendra, I don't want that other side to come out, girl.
I think it's already coming out. I think we're walking towards the other side of you. Are you on the Kendra G Singles date?
Yes, I am.
What's your name for the app, Zara?
I think it's Dr. Z.
Dr. Z, okay. Yes, it's Zara. Woo, he said, woo. I promise you. I gotta be honest with you. I would have never known.
So, we're done. I was trying. We're done. Okay, listen. Back in the day when I was young and stuff like this used to happen, you will be able to tell, that something is off, right? Okay. But the doctors have done such an amazing job that you can't tell that something is off unless you hear this person with their real voice. Okay. A lot of men will be inducted into the crying game a lot of men will be inducted into the crying game. This is every color because every color is getting this stuff done. Okay. A lot of men will be inducted into the crying game and they don't know. And they don't know. Okay. And they don't know. Somebody had said this, I think it was through the Fire podcast. Shout out to this brother. He said a lot of men will have to either date somebody who has one child. The woman will have to have a child for you to know that this is a bona fide woman. Okay, but I want to share something with you. They said they about to have a prototype that they'll be able to carry children. Now I don't know how true that is. Okay, but they're going to be giving them a womb. I don't know how true that is, but I want to assure you something. Okay? Okay? The way that Yahweh has designed our bodies are meant to open. Our bodies are meant to open. Okay? I ain't lying to you. The way Yahweh has designed our BJJs to fly open like that, that's a miracle. Do you hear me? That is a miracle. Mind you, I want to share a little bit tidbit with you. When a woman is giving birth, she is 3 steps from heaven's door. From heaven's door. Anytime she's giving birth, she's 3 steps from heaven's door. And so you that are not what God designed you to be, you up here doing something that God did not design for you to be. What door are you at? What door are you at? Just want to put that out there. Because women are designed to go through that pain. Let me share something with you. Ain't nothing like having contractions. Ain't nothing like it, honey. That thing right up your back. That thing right up your back, honey. You ready to go through a whole war. That thing right up your back. Ain't nothing like giving birth. I just want to listen. Woo! Oh my goodness. Ain't nothing like giving birth, honey. That thing right up your back, honey. When a woman gives birth, honey, ain't nothing like it. Ain't nothing like it. This is something that God designed us to do. Ain't nothing like it. Can't nobody duplicate it, honey. Okay? You may think you can copy it, but you can't duplicate it. You can't duplicate it. But you know what? What do I know? What do I know, damn it? Okay? I had the same thing too, baby. I had the same thing. I gave birth also 3 times in 2 C-sections. So I understand. Okay? Okay? Listen, this is the uncomfortable truth. Years ago, we never thought, okay? We never thought that we would see anything like this. Oh no, you could tell the difference. You cannot tell the difference now. This person that was on Kendra G, I could not tell. I could not tell until they started doing that siren. You know how they do the siren alarm? That's only how I can tell. And then when the other person said, eat crumbs, B-I-T-C-H, eat crumbs, because that's what they they uplift each other. So that's the thing right there. Full surgery done. And this is how men get pulled into the crying game. This is how they get pulled into the crying game. And some of them don't even tell who they are. And so now later the man find out that this is so-and-so and they had already married them and everything. It's sad. But you know what? I'm going to leave it right there. I'm going to leave it right there. That's it. We done. I'm not going to go too far. Okay? I'm not going to go too far. Commercial time. As an Amazon associate, I qualify from, I earned from qualified purchases. That's what I was supposed to say. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualified purchases. So if you want to shop Amazon, hit that link in the description. Okay, baby? Hit that link. Shout out to Amazon for doing the damn thing. Hit that link, okay? Now listen. I gotta go. All right? I gotta go. All right, I'm done starting trouble for today. Thank you to everybody who donated to my channel. Thank you for all the love. I appreciate y'all. And I'll see y'all tonight on Black Man Unfiltered Network. Flipping Tables Tuesday. We gonna discuss the foolery, okay, about Trump and Kamala and whoever won, okay, if we get the count in tonight, okay. Shout out to Black Man Unfiltered Network. Shout out to Lost in Translation podcast as well. Shout out to JT What We Know podcast. Shout out to Through the Fire podcast as well. Shout out to Mrs. O show as well. Also shout out to Grace. Embrace the Grace show as well. Sister content is amazing, just like Mrs. O content is always on fire as well. Shout out to Mr. He Said and Mrs. She Said, okay, both of their content, the dynamic duo, okay, the dynamic duo, the real relationship, okay, counselors on YouTube, okay? The real relationship counselors on YouTube. They don't have no fake fly-by-night relationship, okay? Let's get into it, y'all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Y'all, please, the content creators that I mentioned, please go over to their channel, like and subscribe to their page. Okay, Miss O got a show today at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please, y'all, go check her out. Follow her content as well. And y'all, before you leave, please hit that like and subscribe button. Also, donate to the channel if you can. And we are out. Everybody have... Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Never been to an
We
Apple.
messed up. I almost had it. Hold on, y'all.